I do love my job. It is amazing to work for all you guys. The cool things I get to do, the cool things I get to airbrush, the places I go, the people I meet. I love it. I've never been able to do this kind of stuff. It's amazing. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. But sometimes I go back and I look at some of my pieces and I'm just like, wow, I did all that. Like, that's a lot of work. And I did it. And I did it in a relatively short period of time. And it's working. Because if you do it in a short period of time, you can actually make some money and make a career out of it. I love it. I love what I do. Got to be careful. Got to learn a trade. Learn as much as you can about it. And I have. I've been able to not only pick up the skills to be able to airbrush, but to learn how to do the clear coat and all the preparations, and then learn how to do shipping and learn how to do it all. And then learn how to do the advertising and learn how to do the marketing and how to figure out all the buttons on this thing and then how to post them so other people can see it. And it's a lot to remember sometimes. And it can be overwhelming if you allow it. Don't overthink it. But speaking of memories, you're going to love this new piece. Check this out. It's another one of these signs. I'm really glad I started these. It just hit me one day. I was like, I really like airbrushing on the smooth surfaces. I can get in there and really get some good details. But it's not like somebody brings me a car hood every single day to airbrush. So, and that's when it hit me, and I started doing some research. And if you just went online and bought a panel, it's pretty expensive. So I went and talked to a local sign shop. I was like, here's what I'm doing. Can you cut me a break and cut these aluminum pieces out? I have them round the corners and drill holes so they're ready to mount however you want. And they give me a decent price. And it's been working out really well. Look at this. I get to do stuff like that. If I can get the light off of it, I'll try. See if I can get it where you guys can see it. It's so shiny. I know. I could actually make it shinier, but I choose not to. Believe it or not, if I sprayed it with like an automotive clear and buffed it out, I could make it just as shiny as any car. But we don't really do a lot of that here. I use a rattle can, clear coat it, try to keep as much dust out of it and keep the dust down in the shop when I do that kind of stuff to try to help. It's still going to get some dust in it. If you've ever ordered from me, you'll notice you'll get a piece like that and you'll look at it in the daylight and hit the light just right and there's specks all over it. My license plates and stuff are the same way. I'm not going to be able to avoid that out here, especially since I use wood heat and splitting firewood all the time. There's a constant barrage of dust everywhere. And that's part of the business as well. But that's okay. That piece there, I like it. I have been waiting. I've airbrushed a lot of elephants. But on the canvases and stuff, they just don't have the depth. They don't have the details and the level where I want it to be. This one's getting close to where I want to be. I like that. Let's get another look at the details on that. I'll bring you in so you can see it if you're interested. I was able to get in there. The trunk on that dude, look at it. Like, each and every one of those lines, I airbrushed on there. There's no stencils. It's all freehand. And it was a lot of work. But you know what? I enjoy a lot of work. I get in the zone. You can forget it. Like the world melts away, and I'm like, ooh, you know, I really enjoy that as an artist. If there's any other artist out there, you probably understand that. You get in that mental space. You get hyper focused on what you're doing, and like nothing else matters. That's where you want to be. Doesn't matter how good you are or how good you're not, but mentally, if you get to that spot, that's the sweet spot. That's where some pretty cool stuff comes from. But guys, the chickens are telling me it's time for me to go. I don't know if you guys can probably hear them in every video. I do these videos in the morning, and in the morning seems to be when they're the loudest and when they're back there laying eggs and squawking, and they're just the best audio you could ever. It's a filter. Yeah, I put on a chicken filter just to make it sound like I got chickens. I don't know. Guys, thank you for all that you do. I appreciate you so much. I hope when you see this video, you'll drop a comment for me. But I'm going to get busy, start working on the next one. I'll see you in the next one.